Shivani, can you hear me? Yes. Can all of you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, welcome to Living a Full Life. Secrets of Living a Full Life. F means fearless, U means unstoppable, L means limitless, and L means loving. So we have been sharing the secrets of living a full life every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. for all of you. आप सबके लिए हमने ये फुल टॉक्स शुरू किए हैं जिसमें हम बीइंग फियरलेस आज का टॉपिक है और हम इस टॉपिक के ऊपर बात करने वाले हैं। और किसी दर्शकों ने हमसे कहा कि आप इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं पट 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 पट, हमको कुछ समझ में नहीं आता। सो टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश एज वेल एज हिंदी, सो इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ इंग्लिश। ओके, तो आप सबको मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि ये जो सीक्रेट्स ऑफ फुल लाइफ है, FULL का मतलब है फियरलेस, इसका मतलब नीडर होना, लिमिटलेस मतलब कोई पाबंदी ना होना, मतलब आप जो चाहे जिस तरीके से चाहे अपनी जिंदगी जी सकते हो। फियरलेस, अनस्टॉपेबल, अनस्टॉपेबल मतलब आपको कोई रोक नहीं पाएगा, एंड लिमिटलेस मैंने बता दिया, एंड लविंग, लविंग मतलब प्यार से सबके साथ किस तरह से जीना है, इसके ऊपर हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं। और मैं आज शुरुआत करती हूँ एक कहानी से, और ये कहानी है एक ऑथर का जो खुद साइकोलॉजिस्ट भी है, पर उनका नाम नॉट सोलोमन है। उन्होंने एक बुक लिखा है जिसका नाम है हाउ टू बी हैप्पी डैम इट। सो व्हेन आई वेंट थ्रू दैट, मुझे ये पता चला कि जिस तरीके से उन्होंने ये कहानी लिखी है, वो कहानी इतना अच्छा है कि मैं I will not be able to do justice to this story if I say it on my own. So I would like to start the story by just reading just as he has written. Okay, so yes, so here we go. This story is called as Dope on the Rope. Well, dope on the rope, and you will know what it means. It's a story about a man, that is, there was once a criminal. Criminal मतलब जिन्होंने क्राइम किया है, who had committed a crime. तो क्रिमिनल ऑब्वियसली क्राइम ही करता है, तो उसको राजा के पास लेके गया पनिशमेंट के लिए। तो राजा ने उससे कहा कि आपके पास पनिशमेंट के दो चॉइसेस है, आपको चुनना है कि आपको किस तरह का पनिशमेंट चाहिए। So the king said that you have two choices, and the two choices was, the first choice was he could be hung by a rope, मतलब उसको फांसी लगा सकते थे। और दूसरा जो है, what's behind, take what's behind the big dark scary mysterious iron door, मतलब एक बहुत ही क्या बोलते हैं, भयानक अंधेरा वाला दरवाजा है जो बहुत मजबूत है, तो उसके पीछे जो है वो तरीके से आप पनिशमेंट ले सकते हैं। Yes, Vansh. Okay, fine. Vansh knows the story. So would you like to relate the remaining part of it? चलो आ जाओ।
Ma'am, I cannot switch on my video because my mobile starts weirding up. So is it okay?
तो लोगों को चेहरा दिखना चाहिए ना जब आप बात कर रहे हैं तो।
Because
Okay,
today I tried, but it didn't happen, and my laptop has
right.
broken down.
All right, we will take the learnings from you. Okay, I will only tell the story. After that, the learnings and the explanation you can tell. Fine. So क्या हुआ, क्रिमिनल जो है उसने फटाफट बोल दिया कि मैं फांसी से मर जाऊंगा क्योंकि वो मेरा पनिशमेंट रहेगा। सो द न्यूज वॉज बीइंग स्लिप्ड ऑन, उसके गले में वो फांसी का फंदा लगा रहा था। उस समय पे वो राजा को देख के मुड़ के बोला, पर आप ये तो बता दो कि उस दरवाजे के पीछे क्या है। सो राजा हंसा और बहुत जोर से हंसा और बोला, हाँ ये तो बहुत मजे की बात है, मैं हर किसी को ये 2 ऑप्शन देता हूं और हर कोई मतलब 99 लोग जो है फांसी के फंदे से मरना चाहता है, मतलब वो उसका पनिशमेंट लेता है। आज तक किसी ने उस दरवाजे के पीछे क्या है इसकी ऑप्शन नहीं चूज की है। So nobody has ever chosen the option of going beyond the iron door. So the criminal said, tell me then, what is behind the door? I know. I'm not going to tell anybody about it. मैं किसी को नहीं बताऊंगा, पर आप तो बताओ कि उस दरवाजे के पीछे क्या है, क्योंकि आपने तो मेरे गले पे फांसी का फंदा डाला, तो मैं बोल भी नहीं सकता। आप तो मुझे मार डालेंगे, तो मैं किस तरह से बोलेंगे, पर मुझे जानना है, थोड़ा सा क्यूरियोसिटी है। तो आप, तो जो राजा है वो थोड़ा सा पॉज किया, थोड़ी देर के लिए रुका और फिर बोला, उस दरवाजे के पीछे जो बहुत भयानक दिखता है, जहां पे अंधेरा है और बड़ा मजबूत है, उस दरवाजे के पीछे है आजादी। दैट मीन्स देयर इज फ्रीडम बिहाइंड दैट डोर। सो फ्रीडम, but it seems most people are so afraid of the unknown that they immediately take the rope. So ये यहाँ पे हमारी सोच है, हमको जो है ऑलरेडी उसी में रहना है, जो नहीं है, जो नया है, उसका रिस्क हम नहीं लेना चाहते। सो फांसी का फंदा दिख रहा था, ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा, गले पे बंध जाएगा और फिर मर जाएंगे, इससे भयानक तो और कुछ नहीं हो सकता, ऐसे लोग सोचते हैं, क्योंकि वो जानते हैं कि ये कैसा होता है। सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज वी आर वेरी व्हाट यू से scared to take risks. We are scared to explore the unknown. We are comfortable in our comfort. So if you want to be fearless, you have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, right? So what does this story tell you, or what takeaways do you have from this story? Yes, now once you can say.
That being afraid and being fearful of something sometimes deprives you of the advantages you could have.
Wonderful. Say that louder, please.
Being afraid or fearful can deprive you sometimes of the advantages that you can have.
Wow, superb. I like the way you paraphrase things. Awesome, fantastic. I want everybody to give him a huge round of applause, please. He took the essence of the story, and that's one of the good qualities of a good speaker. अरे ताली बजाओ ना बच्चे लोग. Thank you, Siddhant. All right. Siddhant, what is it for you? You can come on the video. I'm going to pin you.
Wait, Mama, please.
Yes, Siddhant.
I think we should always explore the unknown things, like we should not stay in our comfort zone all the time.
So you have come out of your comfort zone. You are dealing with the greatest fear in the world, the second greatest fear actually, called as glossophobia.
Yeah.
Right? So you have dared to become uncomfortable.
Yes.
And to face your fear. How does it feel?
It feels good because there are a lot of advantages of doing that, as you said.
Okay. So what are the changes that you have brought in yourself by daring to face your fear of public speaking?
I'm a little bit more confident than before. That's one change.
Yeah, and you're speaking live. You're live on YouTube. There'll be so many viewers who are there, but you're not scared about what they will think about you, how they will assess you, or how they will judge you. And you're ready to give in your opinion. Hats off to you. That's wonderful. And you're actually, practically shown. ये हमारा सिद्धांत है जो म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन सीख रहा है, इंजीनियर है, और उन्होंने पब्लिक स्पीकिंग कोर्स इसीलिए ज्वाइन किया कि उनको बहुत डर लगता है लोगों से बात करने के लिए। तो हम यहाँ पे मैनेजमेंट मी स्कूल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस जो है, लोगों को ये बताना चाहते हैं कि हम प्रैक्टिकली लोगों को ये सिखाते हैं कि अपने डर को किस तरह से फेस करना है और उसके ऊपर काबू कैसे पाना है। सो थैंक यू सिद्धांत, आई थिंक ही डिजर्व्स अ ह्यूज राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज। Where are the claps? Guys, come on, you can at least show it on the phone. Yes. Thank you, Muskan. So next I'll be taking Muskan. Thank you, Siddhant, for your response. Yes, Muskan. You can unmute yourself and say, how does this story relate to you? और आपने इसमें से क्या सीखा? आप म्यूटेड हो मुस्कान। By the time Muskan unmutes herself, I'd ask Chris. Chris, tell me, what are the learnings from the story?
No, actually, I was not there. I had network issues. No, I
I
didn't
can't
hear.
hear you. I can't hear you.
Actually, I had network issues. So I didn't hear the story
You
properly.
didn't hear the story. What about you, Shivani? Okay, so just as Vansh said, we always cling on to the familiar because we are scared of the dangers of the unfamiliar. Unfortunately, many of us live our lives choosing the familiarity. Like, the familiar pain is better than, trying to overcome the pain. The struggle is better than trying to know what is freedom. And there are so many familiar patterns. Like, for example, we are scared of being happy because happiness is something that is not always there. That's a probable feeling. सबको ऐसे लगता है कि हम दुखी रहेंगे, इसमें हमारी कंफर्ट है। हमको अगर खुश रहना है, सुखी रहना है, तो वो कैसा होता है ये हम कोशिश भी नहीं करते जानने के लिए, क्योंकि हमें मान लेते हैं कि हम बने ही हैं दुखी रहने के लिए। So we do not dare to risk and take the courage to overcome our fears. Yes, Muskan. I think she too has network issues. If you want to live your best life, अगर आपको अपनी अच्छी जिंदगी जीनी है, तो आपको फ्रीडम होना चाहिए नए नए चीजें करने की, एक्सपेरिमेंट करने की। ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा? आप फेल होंगे, राइट? So many times people say right from the time that you're a child, do not fail. आप कभी फेल नहीं होंगे। जैसे अगर आप फेल होंगे तो आपका कोई वजूद ही नहीं है। बहुत सारे बच्चों को मैंने ये देखा जो अपने फेलियर को नहीं ले पाए और वो आज भी ये सोचते हैं कि जब तक हम उस मुकाम पर नहीं पहुंचेंगे जो स्थान हमको हमारे पेरेंट्स ने दिया है, तो हमारा कोई वजूद नहीं है, हमारा कोई मतलब नहीं है। फिर हम चाहे कुछ भी बन जाए, पर अपने पेरेंट्स की आंखों में उन्होंने जो जगह हमको दी है वहां पे हम नहीं पहुंचे, तो हम वी आर नॉट लिविंग आवर बेस्ट लाइफ। बट ये बात जरूरी नहीं है। आप जो चाहे कर सकते हैं, और फेल होंगे तो क्या होगा? आप कुछ नया सीखेंगे, राइट? Failure gives you experience. Winning gives you sense of achievement, but failure gives you experience. And that small experiences will help you to become more and more wise. आप ये जानेंगे कि क्या नहीं करना है, right? Yes, Muskan is back. Muskan, can I have your take on what the story meant to you? Hello. Are you there, Muskan? Because I can't hear you if you're speaking. All right. So Alan Watts said it well when he said that our lives are one long effort to resist the unknown. हमारी जिंदगी में हम बार बार ये सोचते हैं कि जो हम नहीं जानते हैं उसकी और नहीं जाना चाहते हैं. So I want all of you to talk about your fears, anything that you have overcome and been fearless with the audience here. Who will go first? Vansh, would you like to share some story on how you became fearless? Siddhant? Chris?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to share some story on being fearless?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So there was a lady. Her name is Brigitte Toshal, and she went to a wedding. There were firecrackers in the wedding because it's a wedding and celebration. So there were firecrackers in the wedding, and then she suddenly saw that in a field, it started. Fire just started burning everything over there, the grass, everything. So it was a small fire, so she didn't want it to increase. So she went quickly and with and she uh, blew out the
With my
fire
bare
with her
hands,
hands.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to say that, but I don't know how like how to say blow the
Yeah.
fire stuff.
Yeah, with my bare hands, I tried to hit onto it because of the physics principle that, the science principle that if fire does not get air, it's going to die out. So I just used that and I hit it so hard that the fire got extinguished. So my hand became a fire extinguisher because
Yeah.
at that moment, I had nothing to think about except the safety of the people there. So thank you, Chris, for being here and sharing this story. At least you made an attempt to come and share it in front of the audience. So that's a great thing. And well, your public speaking skills are really increasing. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, Siddhant, can you share any story on being fearless?
So I never had a situation when I was in fear under a physical threat. But nowadays, whenever I feel scared of anything, like it might be a social situation or anything, I focus on it and think this is something I'm scared of, so I should be doing it. I give it a more importance that if I'm scared of something, this is something I should be focusing on doing.
Wow. So now you have shifted your mindset from being fearful to facing the challenge. तो अभी challenge में thrill आ रहा है.
Yeah.
This is one of the ways that any of you can overcome your fear. मतलब वो जो challenge है या वो जो डर है, डर को face करने का जो thrill है, इसमें क्या मजा आता है ये explore कर रहे हैं सिद्धांत. And I'm very proud of you that you're really working towards your fears. And God bless you. And I'm sure you're going to get real courage to face all the fears, not just public speaking.
Thank you.
So, public speaking को अगर आपने overcome कर दिया, इसका मतलब आप जिंदगी में कोई भी fear को overcome कर सकते हैं because it is the second greatest fear in the world. And what do you think is the first greatest fear?
Fear of death, maybe.
No. It is fear of loneliness.
Okay.
Fear of loneliness. So decide to have the courage to push past your fears as Siddhant has done and start bravely by opening up the doors which lead to the unfamiliar. So now he has a thrill of seeing the unfamiliar, right? So that's really nice. And now let's find out what could be the possible ways in which you can overcome fear. Vansh, any idea how can you overcome fear? Siddhant overcame his fear by focusing on the thrill of the fear. How about you?
I have to think.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you time to think. Meanwhile, I'll just share the screen where we will write down certain things. Steps to overcome your fear. अगर आप किसी भी डर से जूझ रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे हम कुछ स्टेप्स आपको देने वाले हैं. पहला स्टेप जो सिद्धांत ने कहा इज फोकस ऑन द थ्रिल ऑफ ओवरकमिंग द फियर. ओके, ये है फर्स्ट वाला. अब हम देखते हैं सेकंड क्या होता है. सेकंड इज dig deep to examine your fears. यानी आपका डर का पोस्टमार्टम कर दो. तो I want somebody in the group to talk about any fears that you have. I think Chris was talking to me about the fear of being scared, right?
Yeah, fear of spread and fear of darkness.
Scared of darkness, right?
Yeah.
So can we dig into your fear and find out कि आपको वो जो डर है वो कब से आपको याद है?
मतलब like now.
मतलब ये कि where are you? हाँ. So मतलब ये कि आपको वो जो darkness का fear है,
तेरे को आने का तो सुबह 10
या क्रिस, आपको जो डार्कनेस का फियर है वो फियर आपको कब से याद है?
Yeah. So
सोचो
I
ना.
think so it was since I was a child.
Since
Yeah.
you are a child, go back to your childhood and see like कौन से पॉइंट पे आपको ऐसे लगा कि नहीं मुझे याद है कि मैं डर गया अंधेरे से. The first
Ma'am,
incident.
actually, when I was small, my sister and I saw a movie like Annabelle, तभी देखी so.
Annabelle. Okay, 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 okay. So हॉरर मूवी जो आपने देखा आपके माइंड पे एक इंप्रेशन हो गया, अंधेरे में जाएंगे तो Annabelle is going to come and eat you. So ऐसा होता है. You dig deep into your fears, you examine it, and you will find out that the fear could be baseless, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe as a student that Annabelle exists?
Yeah, I mean, it was a true story.
You do believe
Yeah.
that there are ghosts?
Yeah, there maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell you one technique by which you can overcome that fear. Next time you enter into a dark room, you say, "Hello, Annabelle, can we be friends? Can you be my girlfriend?" Then I'll be more powerful, right?
I remember.
Or you can tell, "I am ready today." So what can you do? What will Annabelle do to you?
Mostly how they showed it in the movie. So
Huh?
like that after that, like how they showed it in the movie.
How they showed it in the movie. But
Yeah.
do you logically believe that that's gonna happen?
Yeah, I think so.
Annabelle is really there as a student of, let's say, do a logical analysis and say,
Yeah, I don't know.
how many
that.
people did she kill?
Uh,
Do you have any record of it?
yeah,
Is there any
the whole
complaint
family.
filed about Annabelle?
Like No,
Do you have any proof that Annabelle has killed somebody except for the movie?
no,
No, right? So do you think it's
no.
a logical fear?
I don't think like animal will come and kill me. It's like I just scared of ghosts. So
You're scared of ghosts. Okay,
yeah,
let's create the worst case scenario. What will the ghost do to you?
kill me.
Kill you?
Yeah.
And what will the ghost get out of that?
Huh?
What will the ghost get out of that?
I don't know.
So then there has to be a
Vengeance.
motive, right? So if you
Vengeance.
logically dissect your fear, you will realize that the basis for the fear is the emotion that is embedded in your brain when you watch the movie. Are you getting me, Chris?
Yeah.
जब
Ma'am,
आपने
is my camera on or it's just black?
camera is gone, you are gone.
Is it black fully?
Yeah, because I think Annabelle has come behind you.
Yeah, no, ma'am, it is my sister.
Poor girl, she didn't do anything. Chris, either you be on the camera or you don't be on the camera. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you coming on the camera? Yeah, Chris. So the question is, any fear that you have, आप जो भी देख रहे हैं, आपका जो भी डर है, उसका अगर हम पोस्टमार्टम करेंगे, तो आपको पता चलेगा कि उसका बेसिस जो है आपके प्रीवियस लाइफ, आई मीन प्रीवियस लाइफ इन द सेंस, अब से कुछ साल पहले जो आपके साथ हुआ है, वो आपके दिमाग में एक मेमोरी बन गई है, और उस मेमोरी में उस समय आप डर गए थे, तो आप सोचते हैं कि आज आप डर जाओगे। जैसे कि एक बच्चा जो साइकिल चला रहा था, साइकिल में से गिर गया, तो उसके मन में डर बैठा कि मैं साइकिल पे बैठूंगा तो मैं गिर जाऊंगा, तो वो डर बैठ गया है। बट अभी जब वो बड़ा होगा, उसको ट्रेनिंग देंगे, उसके बाद में क्या वो डरेगा?
नहीं,
बिल्कुल नहीं डरेगा ना। सो व्हाट इज फियर एक्चुअली? It is the absence of knowledge.
Yeah.
So when you get knowledge, fear will just go away, right? So you have to get knowledge on things as to, like, now you know if there is a dark room and you're getting scared, what can you do?
Turn on the light. और
Turn on the
मैम
light.
लाइट चले गया तो?
हाँ?
लाइट चले गया तो?
लाइट चले गया तो क्या करेंगे? सोचो सोचो। फोन तो है ना आपके पास में? फोन की बैटरी, फोन का जो टॉर्च लाइट है वो चालू कर सकते हैं, right? Or you can take a candle, you can do so many things, but facing it will give you the courage, and the fear that you had of darkness will be a thing of the past. But इसके लिए आपको डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा कि मुझे मेरा जो fears है उसको examine करना है। Muskan, now that you're here, can you share any of your fear?
Hello.
Yeah, Muskan.
Yes, ma'am, I have a fear of being alone. Like I have faced a lot of times that I have a fear of being alone or left out.
Left out or left out for what reason?
Like I will be alone and everybody would leave me. Like I will be left out. I had a
Yes.
fear of this.
That everybody will leave me and go and I will be alone.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. But right now you're staying alone?
Yes, ma'am, and I have faced it like when I've shifted to Bombay. I have faced this a lot of times and I'm still facing it.
Okay. Can you think about a time in the past where you first must have felt that feeling, you know? How does fear feel for you?
Ma'am, like Ma'am, I can't explain in words.
Okay, I'll just help you out. Is it that you will feel there is a lot of anxiety happening?
Yes, ma'am, anxiety.
Okay, the inside.
Yes, ma'am.
And what else happens? Do you start
Uh,
sweating?
uh, no, ma'am. Sometimes the anger burst out also happens.
Okay, you get angry as well.
Yes, ma'am. And
So fear and anger. So anger becomes an offshoot of fear,
yes, ma'am. Or ma'am,
right?
sometimes I cry because of it.
Yeah. So it is anxiety, it is sweating palms, it is anger, and many
Yeah.
things as to why me, why me, why me. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we are not alone in this world,
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
what
right? We
anxiety
are
happens
always
like?
protected. Chris, can you mute yourself, please? Or you're saying something?
No, I was saying something. So
Yeah. So then just wait and raise your hand if you want to say, then I'll give you the opportunity.
oh yeah,
Okay.
no.
Yeah. So, Muskan, I want you
Yes,
to
ma'am.
go back and think that when this fear that you had, the feelings of the fear you have identified, when did you first feel it?
Uh, mm, Ma'am, I could not remember like this, but like right now, like I've started my college. Like abhi, I am facing this. I've started my college, and I feel like very out of the box in the college because this is very new for me, and I feel left out.
Okay, so this place is new for you.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
think that the people here are different from the people to the place where you belong.
Yes, ma'am. I feel very like I don't belong here, or I don't fit here.
Okay. So now when you have come to Management Me School of Confidence, yesterday we played the game and we did so many activities together. Did you feel left out?
No, ma'am, I didn't feel left out.
So I think it is, or you, what do you think you can do to feel at place in Mumbai?
Ma'am, by being involved in things.
Enjoy, explore
Yes,
new
ma'am.
people, have new friendships,
Yeah.
etc.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So now, are you able to step out of your comfort zone of making new friends?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing it. Like I am doing this in college too, and in my flat too.
Wonderful, wonderful. Give her a huge round of applause, please. Those who are on this, yes, Siddhant, thank you so much. So
Thank
here
you.
is Muskan, who's a student of, what do you study?
Ma'am,
Journalism,
mass communication.
mass communication and journalism, who is overcoming her fear, or I would rather say it's called as social anxiety,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Now, the fact that you feel alone could probably have its root somewhere deep down in your formative years. We will
Yes,
not
ma'am.
take it up right now. We will take it up later on. But
Okay,
one
ma'am.
thing I want to tell you, the entire world, the entire universe is with you.
Okay.
You are guarded and guided by your own angels,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you are a part of this universe, and the universe is a part of you,
Yes, ma'am.
if you understand the meaning behind the statement.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Chris, I have read what you have written in the chat. I understand it. If there is anything apart from that you want to say, please unmute yourself. Yes, Chris?
No.
Okay, fine. ठीक है.
So I'll
So,
leave.
yeah,
So I'll leave.
yeah. So, dig deep and examine to your fear. The third thing that we can do is, when you do this postmortem of the fear, जब आप अपने fear को dissect करते हो और देखते हो कि इसकी basis क्या है, यानी आपके डर को आप समझने लगते हो, तो आपको धीरे धीरे करेज आता है उसको ओवरकम करने के लिए. Next is be objective with obviously irrational fears. So be objective. Can somebody explain this? Vansh, what is irrational fears?
What, ma'am?
What is irrational fears?
I think fear making no sense.
Huh?
Fear making no sense.
Fear making no sense. Irrational fear means fear making no sense. जैसे कि वो दरवाजे के पीछे कोई खड़ा है, मुझे मारने वाला है. Right? So something like an irrational fear, or a fear that what if the building falls down? Correct? Then what can you do to face such kind of fears? What can you do?
Stop overthinking.
Stop overthinking, change the way you look at it, or challenge it. Siddhant, suppose I tell that this is your fear, that you have a fear that the building is going to fall onto you. How are you going to challenge it?
I will think.
What can you think to challenge it?
I won't challenge it because I know it's an irrational fear. So
Yeah, but suppose you had to challenge it. How will you challenge it?
I
You go
will
for the
figure out
facts.
ways to not
No.
get into the situation where the building will collapse.
How can you just not get into the situation? Because when the building is going to collapse, it's going to collapse.
Yes.
But the question is, do you have valid reasons that there is a probability of the building going to collapse?
Yeah, I will try to find out if the building is going to really collapse, or have some evidence towards it, and
Correct.
by
So,
getting knowledge of the situation.
wonderful. Get knowledge about the situation and see if there is a probability of that happening, and find out the statistics. How many buildings in your area has collapsed? What is the age of your building? Are you getting me?
Yes.
Wonderful. So be objective with the irrational fears that you have. Now, if you have a fear of being robbed, when you're walking a dog at night, you might look at the crime rate where you live and realize how unlikely it is that you encounter a criminal, or start counting the number of trips you take without running into danger. So you ask for a proof. So use logic to beat fear. Okay. The next one is to face your fears slowly. That means use a technique, face your fears, which we are doing at Management Me School of Confidence in your public speaking course. You're facing your fears slowly now, one by one. That is, you're making attempts. Like initially you just spoke clearly in one line, then we added a few lines, then you did a casual talk, and now you're going to speak for 5 minutes. Correct? So slowly you faced your fear. This is called slowly, again and again. I wouldn't say. Okay, this is called as exposure therapy. Or in simple words, we can say face your fear. चौथा वे है आपके फियर को ओवरकम करने के लिए कि उसको फेस करो. डर के आगे ही जीत है. Okay, so facing your fear or exposure therapy is a 4th step that you can take. 5th step that you will take is to practice mindfulness. Anybody knows what is mindfulness?
Staying in the present moment.
Yes, staying in the present moment. Have you done any practice of mindfulness?
Yes, I have.
Can you
Uh,
share it with us?
I do meditate from time to time whenever I feel like sit down
We
and
can't see you. We can't see you. Yeah,
I do meditate from time to time whenever I feel anxious or something like that. So
wonderful. Great way.
practicing,
Can you explain to us what practice exactly do you do?
I sit down with my back straight and focus on my breathing, inhalation and exhalation.
Just observing your breath.
Yeah, and try to stay um connected to the present moment by looking around first and then focusing on my breath and my body and staying present.
Awesome, awesome. So सिद्धांत ने ये कहा है कि वो माइंडफुलनेस प्रैक्टिस करता है, जो ये समय में हम कहाँ पे है बस उसी के ऊपर हमको फोकस करना है, उसको माइंडफुलनेस कहते हैं. एंड वो ऐसे करते हैं कि वो सीधा अपना स्पाइन स्ट्रेट रख के बैठ के आजू बाजू ऑब्जर्व करने के बाद में खुद उस मोमेंट में रहते हैं, और वो जो कर रहे हैं सिर्फ उसी के ऊपर फोकस करते हैं, जैसे कि सांस लेना. तो हमारी सांसें कैसे अंदर जा रही है और अंदर से कैसे बाहर आ रही है, इस चीज के ऊपर वो फोकस करते हैं, तो उसको थोड़ा सा शांत हो जाता है. तो अगर आपको एंजाइटी है, आपको डर लगता है, तो डीप ब्रीदिंग, उसी समय ब्रीथ करना और आपको अपने ब्रेथ को देखना, उससे आप थोड़ा सा शांत हो सकते हैं. So wonderful tips on being fearless and overcoming your fears, and that is one thing that's going to make you stand apart and be a winner. तो अगर आप fearless हो, अगर आप आपके डर के आगे जा रहे हो, तो डेफिनेटली आप जीत पाएंगे. आशा है कि आज का हमारा ये जो सेशन था आपको समझ में आया और आप इन चीजों को अपने जिंदगी में इस्तेमाल करोगे. तो प्लीज आप कमेंट कर सकते हैं, लाइक कर सकते हैं, शेयर कर सकते हैं, सब्सक्राइब कर सकते हैं, और जितने लोगों को हो सके इस वीडियो को पास कीजिए, ताकि हम एक नीडर सोसाइटी यहाँ पे बनाएं. तो आई थैंक ऑल ऑफ यू फॉर बीइंग हियर. Any of you from Muskan and Vansh or Siddhant, you can speak to me about any of your fears that you're facing and you want to just overcome it. Muskan has already shared. Muskan, any other things that you would want to share now?
No, ma'am, these are the only things.
All right, wonderful. वो धीरे धीरे अपना पब्लिक स्पीकिंग का भी डर निकाल रही है, लोगों से मिलजुल रही है, और हमारे मुंबई के वासी जो है ये बहुत ही अच्छे हैं, यहाँ के लोग बहुत प्यारे हैं और एक दूसरे के लिए बहुत काम भी आते हैं. सो मुस्कान, आपको बिल्कुल डरने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Okay, ma'am.
यहाँ तो ना लोग आपको, अगर कोई जगह पे आप फंस गए तो सामने से आके आपको हेल्प करेंगे. सो यहाँ के
Okay,
लोग
ma'am.
बहुत हेल्पफुल है. मुंबई पीपल आर रियली गुड एंड वेरी हेल्पफुल एंड दे एंजॉय लाइफ. मस्ती करते हैं, हम एंजॉय करते हैं, सीखते भी बहुत कुछ है. एंड इट इज द मोस्ट हैपनिंग सिटी इन इंडिया.
Yes, ma'am.
So proud to be a Mumbaikar.
Yes,
And thank you
ma'am.
all for being here. God bless you. शुभ रात्रि, और मिलते हैं अगले वेडनेसडे on the topic of being unstoppable. So God bless you. Have a wonderful time, and remember, I win when you win. Do subscribe to my channel and share this as much as possible. Stay blessed. I win when you win. Thank you.